shirt and one as a backup, and he watched one of the greatest goaltenders in college lacrosse history do his thing, but now he has to answer the bell. He's probably the only question mark of this team, but he can play at an elite level.
Shea Keethler and Will Lynch at the face-off dot will get us going on the GT emblem here in Atlanta, and we're underway. Big battle for it. Lynch has the advantage, but can't pick up the GB. Now Keethler's battling for it. Still loose, and eventually the Irish pick it up. Look at this field here today, Kark. They've scrubbed the football lines at Bobby Dodd. It is a beautiful, made-for-lacrosse field turf. Lynch, the All-American at the face-off circle, wins it back to a teammate, and that was Tyler Buckner. Quarterback on the Notre Dame football team, former Alabama quarterback, 12 and white. Another clean face-off win, this time back to Alakwa. And as you might have expected, Will Lynch, the All-American at the face-off dot for Notre Dame with an early advantage. It's been make it, take it here early.
Yeah, Will Lynch struggled last year in the championship game against Maryland.
Seasons and 8 championship games.
He's been the modern standard in terms of getting to championship weekend. And last year was one of his greatest coaching jobs, getting that team to the finals. When they struggled,
they
big
lost
time in spots.
6 games during the year.
I mean, the offense
Staff, you just saw Ryan Wellner there over his shoulder in his 5th season here. And Chris Wojcik, former Harvard head coach, also an assistant on the staff. Like any other sport in college, Clark, it's hard to keep good assistants because everybody else wants him as a head coach somewhere.
But Kevin Corrigan also knows his system.
Maryland making the most of their opportunities. 2 goals on just 4 shots in this first quarter. Now they got to prevent something happening here with Will Lynch winning it to himself off the face-off dot. And that's exactly what Maryland was hoping for right there. The quick turnover, no quick offense.
Spanos came to play. He's got the energy, he's got the juice. Jacked up.
I was not all jacked up, that was a problem. Really is almost surreal, though, to be here at Bobby Dodd and have seen so many football games on this field to be able to see a lacrosse game on turf. And Richard Daly was forced to make that save after Keethler won the face-off.
Feet and the stutter and the hesitation just gave him that space he needed to let that one go.
3rd of the year for the freshman from Ridgewood, New Jersey. First tie since we were 0-0 at the start of this game.
New Jersey State Player of the Year.
Outstanding job by Lynch, not only winning the face-off, but keeping possession.
Spot for John Tillman and the Terps. I know Coach Tillman loves Seven's leadership, his attitude, and his love for the game of lacrosse.
Lynch continues to get the better at the face-off dot. Not only do they have possession, but now we've got a flag down. This is going to go against Maryland. So a delayed call against the Terps. We'll see.
Your man in the ball and being behind Jake Taylor, like he senses that out and he times the cut. He doesn't leave too early because he wants Boost and Kill to kind of mature through the offense.
Right. And these players on his teammates know how to find him in all the right spots, don't they? And once he catches it in front, he's deadly.
But he toys on defenders off ball. Like he knows, continue your cradle and to make the pass. Wow.
Keethler battling. Just the 2nd face-off win of the afternoon for the Terps at a time they needed it. Maryland has gone primarily with Shea Keethler at the face-off dot. They could throw Sean Creter out there, but they're going with Keethler.
That should be a push. Creter was one of the top face-off guys in the country 2 years ago as a high school player. Keethler has the experience, and both of these guys got to go against Luke Weirman last year in practice every day.
That'll make you better.
Who shattered every record.
Might frustrate you a little bit, but it'll get you better. More, but Tillman says, sometimes I need you to be the man.
But the common denominator with him and Keegan, who was at Binghamton, they were both leading scorers of their teams. They were the top of every opposing team's scouting report. They had the top defender on them all the time. Now they have short sticks on them.
Keethler just battling for that loose ball. Maryland fans wanted a pull down, a takedown, didn't get it, and it ends up with the Irish. Fipsy, the offensive coordinator, loving that finish.
That's the difference, though, in a KG vet, Spanos. Clock and score, right? Aiden Aiken before, he hasn't been thrown into the Wolves too much prior to this season. He had that tremendous goal.
The Irish to an unprecedented 3 straight national championships. Another face-off win for the Irish. In a very close game, that is the one area where Notre Dame has dominated all afternoon long.
Showing. Like, own the one-on-one matchup and then slide if you have to if someone's beat. No one was beat there.
This time it's Sean Creter who wins the face-off for Maryland. We'll see 25 and 23, both taking draws throughout the course of this game and season for Maryland, and Creter gets possession to his team, now leading by a goal.
You can't give Notre Dame chances if you're the Terps.
Back to a 2-goal advantage for Maryland. Creter wins another one.
It's getting them when they count.
That's 2 in a row for Sean Creter, the freshman.
This Maryland team tested. Played a good Richmond team. Won by
Maryland. And how do the national champions play in this fourth quarter when you know they've got the experience, the championship pedigree to take it back? And it starts with that man right there. Will Lynch re-exerts his dominance at the face-off dot. That time Maryland opted to go with Keethler. It seems like Lynch has gotten the better of 25 in black.
The crossbar, that is sick.
His 195th career point. Maybe the most beautiful of them all for Chris Kavanaugh. And it's back to a 1-goal game.
And he's never out. Like, Shaller's been really good in this matchup. Kavanaugh is always going to keep going. 110 miles per hour. That's another offsides by Notre Dame. That is uncharacteristic of the Irish.
Quick start here for Maryland. And they find a player inside. Xerxo scores! MG, and that man is concerned. Donovan tracking down this loose ball. Keethler giving chase. It'll be the Irish.
Lynch is heating up again. Owned the first quarter. And Keethler kind of found a little bit of a groove. And then
Creter
shot clock. He could have shot that once he caught the ball, but he didn't have the angle. He knew if he dipped underneath and then went upfield, he would find the right angle to make it count. Spanos' IQ today has been off the charts.
Lynch, look at the beating he's taking in the middle of the field. Largest lead for either team on the day. 3 goals now for the day. The Irish, you knew they were going to make this one as difficult as possible for Maryland in this fourth quarter. Down to 2 now, the advantage for the Terps. And they get Will Lynch back at the faceoff dot.
With Lynch, this game is right in reach for the Irish. He's been putting on a clinic in spots today.
Beats Creter that time, 14th win for Lynch.
Lynch, one of those guys growing up.
You didn't think that push was late, though? I thought that was the whole call. It was more late than within the play, but officials didn't think so. So we're even, and the lead is 2. That one, save made by McNaney. Huge face-off. Lynch beats Creter. Irish still have a timeout on the board. They'll burn it. 1:23 remaining.